Like we've said before, one of the real joys about being pretty much the only handicapping product vendor left, although there are some smaller ones, but overall, there's really not much competition out there at all, which is good for us, of course. But the really nice thing is that we get access to so many things we normally wouldn't have because everybody will come to us first if they have a product to sell. They'll look on the websites, and we come up first, and so we normally get this stuff. And again, we get a lot of stuff that really isn't worthwhile that we never publish, but we also get some real gems. And today, we're going to talk about the Allstar Racetrack computer book, which is now on software. Now, interesting story. This is by a fellow named Ellis Sterling, and he designed. And again, this was something you'll probably remember this because it was advertised a lot in the Racing Forum and American Turf Monthly and such. He created something called the Allstar Racetrack computer book, which was a great angles, great methodology, very accurate, rather time consuming, of course, because there are a lot of factors to consider. But what he also did was, I don't know if he did it or he had somebody who knew about computers do it, but they also, in the book, put in coding, how if you wanted to code it into a actual computer program on your computer, again, if you know anything about coding, which most of us don't, but he put that in there as well, so his readers could, if they decided, try to turn the computer book into a program. Now, we don't think anyone's ever done this because we've talked to a lot of people, we've looked on the internet, but it doesn't look like anybody ever actually turned this into a computer. And maybe just because it was too difficult, because again, most people don't know anything about coding programs on computer. But when Len got a hold of it, he thought, even before he just looking at the coding, but looking at the methodology, he thought this was just really something special. And he says here, I first noted that the methodology in the book was extremely sound. Then after studying the code, I found that whoever designed it, whether the author or someone else, had created some absolutely glorious algorithms related to recent performance, class changes, speed, and trainer patterns that I could tell would produce very accurate results. And Len, he's been doing this for so long, he can almost immediately tell something that's valid and something that probably won't work. And after he coded it, he usually added his other little factors that he likes to add into every program. And he said it improved the overall results, and I truly believe that the exacta trifecta box selections are the best we've ever published. You get about a 43% hit range on exactas, 24% on trifectas, and some of them are really good prices. Now, another nice thing about this program is it's very good at identifying real, true favorites rather than false favorites. So if it picks a morning line favorite, most of the time, and again, 80 some odd percent of the time, this horse is going to run really big, run at least third. So the nice thing about folks who like favorites or looking for singles or looking for horses they should definitely include there in the exotics, this program does an excellent job of finding true favorites that are really well meant and that qualify on several really kind of restrictive factors. And one of our fellows, Barry in Brooklyn, he said this is a truly precision program and that most of the time the top pick hits the board. In addition, its ability to locate price sources is downright amazing. You've truly designed a program that would seem to fit every player's needs and provide them with the ability to cash many more tickets than they would on their own, with the satisfaction of some great exacta and trifecta hits. So again, like I said, the top selections in the 7-5 to 3-1 range, they're going to run third at least 86% of the time. So again, if you're playing exotics, you always have to include horses that fit this description. Also, they can be really good for singles and pick threes, pick fours. And another really nice thing, on many cards, you will get multiple winners. and plus exactas and trifectas. Most cards have 3 or more winners and 3 or more exactas and trifectas, and on some cards, it just really blows you away. Here's a Tampa Bay card with 4 winners, 5 seconds, 7 exactas, 4 trifectas, and it's not like they're all short prices. There are a couple shorter price exactas, but you have a $331 trifecta, $321 trifecta, $179 trifecta. And again, this program has the ability of pulling in some really nice prices, even if they're coupled with a shorter price, to where you can get some really, really nice payoffs. Oaklawn, 3 wins, 5 seconds, 1/3, 5 exactas, and 4 trifectas. And again, you've got some really nice prices. Here's a $302, $448 trifecta, $63 exacta, $113.60. And you can see from the screenshots here, typical winner is probably in the $8 to $9 range. Here's one, and again, you're not going to get a lot of really big prices, but they do come up and should be played when they come up. Here, American Band popped at $57 at Oaklawn, $302 exacta. Again, here's another one, $448 trifecta. Here's the biggest we've ever seen in this program. This was just yesterday. We're talking here April 6th, April 5th, at Santa Anita. You had a horse win and pay $25, Sky Cloud, and then the trifecta box came back in at $2,359. And again, that's $2 payoff, but if you're going $1 payoff, 50 cents even, it's still almost $600 for the trifecta. And again, while you're not going to see a lot like this, we have seen many, many in the $200 to $900 range. So it does have a tendency, even though it's a logic-driven program, even though it doesn't produce a lot of very large prices, it has the ability to pull up some of these horses that are big prices on the big prices in the exotics that will come in second or third to light up the exacta or trifecta. And again, the favorite, a lot of people ignore favorites. You kind of always want to beat the favorite, but a really solid favorite is going to win 36, 37% of the time at most tracks if it's a really true favorite. And that's good information to have, not only, again, if you just like to bet favorites and cash tickets, but also in your exotics, you're gonna want to include these horses. If you ever leave one of these horses out, you're really taking a chance. So again, that's another real benefit of the program. And again, when the program picks a horse, that is also the morning line favorite, odds under 3 to 1. Win percentage is 45.6%, and they show close to 86% of the time. So again, the program overall is extremely accurate in all types of races, especially accurate with favorites, identifying that as true favorites, great at identifying big prices, both straight and exotics. And it is perhaps the best in, we've had some pretty darn good exacta and trifecta selectors, but we really do think this one is the best we've ever published. It's only $99.75, so give us a call, 1-800-696-0067, or order from the website. Thanks so much. Talk to you next time.